Hello and welcome to another update video about MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is probably working on wave 5 at the moment, of a larger degree wave 1. Yeah, it's a 5-wave move that's been unfolding here. We could be in the late stages of this entire uptrend. And there are a couple of ways how this could unfold, and there was a support level that we can use to distinguish between the two scenarios. So we will talk about that now. First of all, looking at the bigger picture here, it's the 4-day chart. You can see that between 2002 and 2007, an ABC structure developed. Then we had a wave 2 pullback. We have an ABC to the upside in wave 3. By the way, in case everybody asks or is wondering why it's an ABC structure in the third wave and in the wave 1, well, you can see it. It is, especially the third wave, but also the wave 1, especially the third wave, very clearly an ABC. Okay, and therefore we need to consider the fifth wave to be an ABC as well. It just has that corrective look of a diagonal pattern. Also, did they cut? Just nearly they cut. One second, let me take that out. So the wave 4 low cut into the wave 1, or nearly cut into the wave 1. That's an indication of a diagonal. I try to grab that C wave. Can't grab it for some reason. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Yeah, basically nearly an overlap. I think it just about missed it. But then if we talk about, okay, Fibonacci retracements of the fourth wave there, I mean, you see it there, it's an orange. Yeah, it reached a 61.8 retracement. I mean, that's not really valid in an impulse. So yeah, I'm considering this a diagonal, and it is a 5-wave move. And therefore it can't be an impulse. It has to be a diagonal, which gives us the hint that the fifth wave needs to be an ABC structure as well, because in diagonals, leading diagonals, yeah, most leading diagonals consist of a so-called 3-3-3-3-3 pattern, in which waves 1 to 5 are 3-wave moves. So this is where the fifth wave started, at the low here at $131.86, and the white wave count allows for the interpretation of an A, B, C structure, and the C wave is a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3. The support region is defined between $939.59 and $1,400 for this fourth wave, and we could now be starting the fifth wave. That's the thesis, as long as we're holding above $939.59. Let's go into the detailed count. Let's go into the daily chart here. So what you see here is this idea that we could be working on the fifth wave of the C wave of wave 5 in that large wave 1, possibly targeting 3,200. It's at least the next major fib level. And we're only talking about the white count here. So to keep this assumption alive, that it is the white scenario, we want the price to hold above 939. If we already consider that the fourth wave might have bottomed, then the fifth wave has started and this is a 1-2 setup. This is absolutely possible. Then we have a closer, or let's say a micro support area within that larger support area. And here support is between 1,137 and 1,326. So that means to keep this scenario alive, that the wave 4 already bottomed in May, and that this is a 1-2 setup, it really needs to hold 1137. If it breaks below it, it increases the likelihood that this fourth wave is still unfolding. And that could be a triangle, it could be a larger flat correction. But then so basically below 1137, 939 becomes relevant. Okay, what happens below 939? So let's assume white is covered, okay? Obviously, confirmation that the third wave in the fifth wave has started. It takes a break above 1740, okay, the wave 1 high. But okay, let's assume maybe the 50% fib level breaks. Well, then the yellow count becomes relevant. It is essentially, you could say, the same wave count. It's just that the A wave, instead of being positioned here in July 2023, only just topped. That would involve a greater pullback in yellow wave B. And actually, that would be a bit like a crash. It would involve the lower support region. But then B waves can be shallow as well, right? This is what would make it a bit difficult. But 1 second. It basically means that below 939, the lower support region becomes relevant. So there will be 4 fib levels to watch. And we can specify that further as we go. But then we have 704 as the next support. And that could be a B wave. But then, even though it would allow for a much deeper correction, it would essentially be more bullish because the C wave, A, B, the C wave could stretch much higher than possibly into the $4,000, $5,000 region, but it would take much longer for this correction to complete. Yeah, that's the update about MicroStrategy. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find a link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.